Hey guys, how are you doing tonight? I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to come on in. Just want to make sure that I am actually live. So, this is going to be a presentation on how to format your book like a pro. So, just want to make sure like a pro that you guys are coming in. As you're coming in, say hi. I'm able to see you on my phone, so I'll be able to respond to you and engage with you that way. Hi, Bridget. How are you doing? I'm also going to be sharing this out inside my other groups, so just bear with me 1 minute. And as you're coming in, if you know anyone on your timeline that wants to write a book or is writing a book, then definitely go ahead and share this broadcast. This is going to be a training on how to format your book like a pro. So it's going to be really good, guys. All right. Bridget, how are you? Bridget, I'm almost sure that you have already downloaded the classic template, but we're gonna be talking about how you actually go about formatting your book using that specific template. But we're gonna be talking about a lot more as well, right? Okay, so we want to be talking about formatting your book like a pro without actually spending hundreds of dollars to actually do so. So if you're new to me, this is the first time you're seeing one of my trainings or my presentation, I'm just going to quickly introduce myself to you. My name is Grace Marie Brown. I am an international ghostwriter and book coach. I help my clients to convert their ideas, knowledge, and resources to non-fictional books. In 2017 alone, I ghost wrote 54 titles, and all of them I had to format them. As a professional ghostwriter, I am integrally involved in the formatting of books, and so I have an extensive amount of experience actually formatting non-fictional books. I decided to do this presentation because I realized that a lot of people get stuck at this point. They write their books and they take so much time in actually putting the content together. They spend a lot of time editing it and they don't know what's next. And the next step is actually the formatting. And it might seem like such a headache, but it's one of the most important steps to becoming a published author, because you can't really put your book out there in this generic form as you would have it in Word. You have to actually format it and create that specific interior design. And so I decided to do this presentation to show individuals that you don't need to stress yourself or have the headaches that are normally accompanied with formatting, that you can do it with ease and you can do it without spending hundreds of dollars, okay? So let's start first with why formatting is important. Formatting is important for reader satisfaction. When somebody picks up your book, whether it's in print form or they download your book in e-form, they want to make sure that your book is being presented in such a way that it provides the reader with the satisfaction that they expect from a book. This is even more important when we're talking about print books, because people expect a particular layout for your print books. So quite naturally, you cannot skip the step of formatting your book because it's important for reader satisfaction. The next thing is that formatting is important for publishing approval. Whether you're a self-published author or you're going to go to a self-publishing company, or you're going to go to a traditional publishing company, they are going to require that your book be in a particular format. If they do the formatting, then wonderful. But if you are a self-published author uploading to CreateSpace, Lulu, the Book Patch, or any other self-publishing platforms online, your formatting is going to be critical, because if it's not done in the right way, you're going to have issues with publishing approval. The other aspect why formatting is important is that it increases your credibility. Okay, so formatting increases your credibility. Hi, is this Monica that's joining and Randy that's joining? Guys, when you're joining, you can always say hi. I can still see your post. I'm looking at it on my phone. So it increases your credibility, because if you say you're an authority on this particular topic and you're putting yourself out there as this author and all of these various different things, when people take up your book and it's not professionally formatted, they're going to be like, what? Like, this looks like you didn't put much thought into it, right? So formatting is gonna be important when we talk about your credibility. So what are the common formatting frustration? And let me tell you something, guys. Even as a professional ghostwriter, I find formatting to be really frustrating. It is one of those things that can really give you a real headache, okay? And so there are some frustrations that the average DIY author is going to face when they're actually in the formatting process. There's the overlapping of content. If you've ever tried to upload your manuscript to KDP or any other e-platform, you are going to, at some point in time, come upon this issue of overlapping of content, where your content from a previous page is also on another page, right? And that creates an issue because visually it doesn't look good at all. So you are not getting the reader satisfaction that's required. And there is a simple fix to it, but guess what? You don't know what it is. And so other people are going to look at you and you're going to lose credibility for that. So overlapping of content is a common formatting frustration, because every single time you have to go back into your manuscript and add those page breaks or add those section breaks to make sure there aren't no overlapping of content, okay? The other common formatting frustration is actually elements outside of your print area. And if you guys are joining, just say hi. Let me know that you are here so that I can acknowledge you, and you can also go ahead and share this video. We're talking about how to actually format your book like a pro without actually spending hundreds of dollars to do so, okay? So I hope you guys are hearing me. So the second common formatting frustration is elements being outside of the print area. So there are particular requirements when you're formatting your book that your text, the body of your text, be a certain measurement away from either end of the paper itself, okay? So there must be some margin, there are margin requirements. There are also requirements for where you can put your footer. So even a simple thing like numbering your pages can create an issue of elements being outside of the print area. Hi, Pia, how are you? So elements being outside of the print area, especially when you have a print book, is going to be a big frustration when you're formatting, okay, if you don't know what you're doing. Then most of us are not that great with the technical word features. So for example, a lot of us know how to number a page, right? We're just going to insert page numbers and we add the numbers to the page. But some of us really don't know how do we go about numbering or book front of book content different from how we number the rest of our book, right? And a professionally formatted book starts numbering at number 1 in where the introduction starts or where chapter 1 starts if there's no introduction, okay? So if you don't have those technical word features, if you don't understand this whole spacing issue, you know, even if you select 1.5, what should happen with the spacing above, the spacing below, and all those various different technical issues associated with Word and what you have to do to format your manuscript, then it can be very frustrating for you, okay? If you're inserting your page breaks and it's not helping you, if you're inserting your section breaks and they're still being deleted and all those various different things and you don't know if it's there or not, that can be frustrating. So a lot of us know how we can type in Word and just type out and we're good, but a lot of us don't really know some of the more technical issues. And even when we do know the technical features associated with Word, some of us don't know how to troubleshoot and actually go about actually correcting any mistakes that we make. Okay, so that of course is a part of the common frustration associated with formatting. The next thing is your manuscript is not desired trim size. We all know that we can go in and set page sizes, but for most of the industry standard trim sizes, you are going to have to create a custom size for your page. Okay, so that's another issue, because the average person, DIY author who has never done this before, figured they would just type up their stuff in Word and by some magic it's going to be printed out the way it ought to be printed out. But no, you have to actually have your desired trim size, and you have to be able to set that up if you're formatting from scratch. Okay, the other common frustration is when you upload your manuscript and it's not accepted by your self-publishing platform. That can be highly frustrating because it now requires you to go back into the manuscript to change and re-upload. And if you're using CreateSpace, you know they take 24 hours for a review process. So guess what? You're going to have to wait another 24 hours before you can even order your proof. So that in and of itself can be very frustrating, especially if the issue they tell you that is wrong with your manuscript, you have no idea how to actually fix it. Okay, that can be really, really, really crazy. Okay, so those are the common frustration related to formatting. So what then are the formatting solutions available to you, right? So of course you can do it yourself and have all the headaches associated with it. You can go and find out what are the requirements for every single self-publishing platform that you're using. You can even probably download their template, but if you don't know how to actually manipulate the content inside that template, you're going to have the same formatting headaches. Okay, the second thing you can probably do is ask a friend. You might have someone who have written their own book, who is a published author, to actually go ahead and help you to format your manuscript. Well, this might be a hit or a miss in the sense that this individual might take a very long time to do it, or you might really have to pay this person to actually do it. Okay, the third option, which is the option that a lot of people revert to, is just to hire a professional to do it. Hi Kat, how are you? And thank you guys for joining. If you're joining, just say hi. Is to hire a professional to do it. And we all know that that can cost you some money. For example, I format books nowhere lower than $300. As long as you're formatting a book, that is the starting quote that I have for you. Okay, and even if you were to go over to Fiverr, you are going to pay for formatting. They charge per page, even in the basic package. And let me tell you guys, basic package formatting inside of Fiverr is not going to help you, because your book is going to look as boring can be. Okay, so they make sure that they set up their gig in such a way that it makes more sense for you to actually purchase a higher gig, which at the minimum you're gonna pay like $50 to get that done, right? And of course we all know Fiverr is hit or miss. The other thing with hiring a professional is that if you're not equipped with the knowledge and the understanding of what that professional is supposed to be doing with formatting your manuscript, then it's almost as if you're walking in the dark with that professional if they really don't know what they're doing. Okay, so there got to be a better way, right? There's always a better way. And people think that I'm so crazy for actually providing this better way to individuals, because they feel like, well, why don't you just charge them to format their manuscript? Well, here's the deal, right? Not everyone can afford hundreds of dollars to actually format their manuscript, right? And at the end of the day, you still want your manuscript to be formatted like a pro, and you don't want the headaches, okay? So at the end of the day, how are those individuals going to actually put out their book if they are not going to be able to do so because they don't have the money to hire a professional, right? So introducing templates, and not your generic templates that you get from other self-publishing platforms, but these are templates that are designed to create the aesthetic appeal that you need inside your book. Templates are pre-formatted, which therefore means that you are not doing the heavy lifting with your formatting. Okay. The next thing is that they're self-publish ready. And I've designed my template to be self-publish ready for CreateSpace, which is the platform that publishes to Amazon. The same template can also be used on other platforms, and I've seen my clients use that template on other platforms and I've had no issue. One of the great things with using a pre-formatted self-publish ready template is that all you have to do is copy and paste your content into this template, right? And that just makes life way easier. In addition to that, hey, Kat says, I need help with that. Well, Kat, that's what we're talking about. And when I'm through this presentation, you're going to see how easy it's going to be for you, okay? Thank you, Pia. You're just going to copy and paste, but also you get the professional look, okay? You're going to get the professional look without the headache. And that's going to be really important. And then on top of that, you do it with and actually be in a position to save hundreds of dollars. So introducing the classic book template. Now this took a minute for me to put together because I wanted to make sure that I was creating a template that was going to be easy for the average author to use. One of the things is that as a professional, I can literally format a manuscript from scratch, right? But others are not able to do that. And so we talk about those frustrations that are associated with formatting, right? And so I've created this template in such a way that I know, oh Lord, what happened? In such a way to make sure that the average person is going to be able to use this, the average author, okay? So it comes complete. I want to play the video again. I don't know why it's not playing. It comes complete with front of book content. Your book doesn't start necessarily at the introduction. You're going to have some front of book content that's included in it. Oh, yes. Yes, Angel, it's going to be in the class. Don't worry about that. Hey, Miss Taylor, how are you? So it has your front of book content. It's also formatted with chapter heading. So there's a chapter number and there's also a chapter title. It also has numbered pages. And remember I was telling you guys that I'm trying to get this thing to play again. Remember I was telling you guys that when we're talking about professional formatting, your page number 1 does not start at your book title page. It starts at your introduction, and if you don't have an introduction, it starts at chapter 1. And so this particular template is done that way so that your book can look professional. If I open a book as a professional, if I open a book and under introduction it's not page 1, then I know something went wrong in the formatting, okay? It also has book headers, which therefore means that you're going to be able to put who you are as the author and your main title. It also has the About the Author page, which is the back of book content. It is a 9x6 trim size, which is the industry standard for non-fictional books. I'm gonna say that again. It's the industry standard for your non-fictional books. Some people will go to an 8x5 for various different reasons, but generally speaking, almost 80% of non-fictional books are done at a 9x6 trim size. It is also fully edited inside Word. This is not a PDF document. You can change every single aspect of this template, okay? The other thing is that it's fully formatted for CreateSpace, and this particular template has been tested on other platforms and there has been no problem, okay? But primarily it is formatted for the CreateSpace platform, okay? Now, it is very easy to use, and one of the great things with my template is that it comes with an instructional video. So I walk you through how you actually use that template, how you correct the errors, should you make any or any mistakes that you make. I know people are gonna say to me, oh, I made a mistake, I don't know what to do, right? So I have actually kind of assume the common mistakes that are going to happen, and I have put that inside the video, the instructional video when you download this template to help you. But it's as easy as one, replacing the template content with yours, adding pages if you need to add pages, and deleting excess page. That's really it. You don't have to stress yourself about other aspects of it. If you want to change the font, you can change the font. If you want to change the spacing, you can change the spacing, but you don't have to, okay? So it's as easy as just replacing the content that is currently in the template with yours, or adding pages as you go. Bridget says, can you edit the template? I don't have chapters. Of course, Bridget, you can edit the template. You can, as I said, it's in Word. You can always take out the chapter headings. If you don't call them chapters and you call them something else, you can take out the word chapter. So everything is edited because it's in Word. You're downloading a Word document, okay? Pia is saying, Grace, I didn't see the email for this template. Well, if you purchased it, Pia, you will get an email that allows you to download it. So just search again, check your spam, if anything, and if you still don't see it, then you can inbox me and I'll deal with that. Kelly's saying, will I be able to download a template on my iPod, or will I have to use it on a computer? I recommend that you use it on a computer. That's just my recommendation. Also, I think iPad is a Apple device, which you'd have to have Word in order to use it, okay? So what do you get inside the classic template? And the link is inside the description of this video. It's bit.ly/classic book template. You are going to get the classic template itself, which is in Word, as I said before, an instructional video that's going to walk you through how you actually use this template, and more importantly, to highlight to you any mistakes that you might make. One of the biggest blunders that happen when people use templates is that they shift the page count when they copy and paste into the template. And people were like pulling out their hair, don't really know what to do. So inside this video, I show you what to do if you shift that page number. Not to start all over again, but to actually be able to correct that mistake right then and there, okay? The also great thing about downloading this template is that you get email support. Should you have any issues with the template, you can always email me and I will try to respond to you as quickly as possible. If you don't get me responding to you via email, you can always inbox me. People inbox me all the time on Facebook about the templates, and I will seek to assist you as much as possible when it comes on to helping you with the template. Oh, Bridget is asking, did I buy? I don't know, Bridget, what you bought. Bridget, how am I supposed to know what you bought? Like, you need to know what you bought. So one of the things is that if I find that there's a common issue that individuals are having, then I'll just make sure I edit that instructional video and send that out. The platform that I use to host my templates allow me to email individuals. So if there's any update that needs to be done to this template, I will send that out. Any additional instructions that I feel is needed by virtue of people asking for it on a continuous basis, that will be sent out to you via email support. There are no headaches, okay? I always tell the story of a client that I have. Bridget says, I buy everything, Lord help me. But one of the things though, Bridget, is you must say that at least everything you buy is of value. So that's a good thing, right? So she buy everything, right? And it's affordable. So that's also the great thing. Good value, and it's affordable, which means that you're not wasting your money and you're getting something that's going to really help you with your book, okay? So there are no headaches. I love to tell the story of a client of mine And if she was on this live, I would call her out, but she's okay with that, you know. And she come to me and she's like, Grace, I don't know nothing about this computer stuff. I'm technically challenged, blah, 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 blah. And she was able not to use this particular template, but she used another template that I designed, the journal template. And she was able to use that template, create her own template, use my instructional Create Space video, and upload her book, her journal to Create Space, ordered her proof copy, got her proof copy and everything, and was able to publish her journal, okay? So listen, guys, when I tell you there is no headache, there is no headache, because I hate headaches. I don't like them, right? So I try to make sure that my templates are designed to give you less headache, and of course, they're reasonably priced at $19.99, okay? So you're not gonna get it any better than that. I have searched the entire internet and I don't find no template that's for $19.99. Not of this value and caliber when it comes down to a formatted template, okay? So I'm Publisher Challenge. What do you mean by that, Kat? Pia says the journal template is great. I'm almost done with my edits. See, there you have it. Proof, social proof that it works, right? And why stress yourself when you can just pay $19.99 and have no headache, don't have to think about too many stuff, okay? Kat says, I'm Publisher Challenge. I don't know what that means, Kat, but if it means that you are challenged, or you don't know what to do at all, well, inbox me, Kat, and I'll tell you where to start. I have a checklist that's going to walk you through the entire publishing process, and then you can actually start from there, okay? So inbox me, Kat, and I'll send you the link to get the checklist so you can know your roadmap to being a published author. So of course you save yourself hundreds of dollars, because at a low price of $19.99, you're gonna get all of this: the classic template, the instructional video, and the email support, okay? So of course I'm gonna want you to download the classic template today, right, guys? So you can go over to bit.ly/classic book template. The link is inside the description. Is that a running symbol, Kat? You can go on over and get it. The description, the link is also in the description of this video. And if you have any questions, you can definitely post them inside the comment section. If it is that you have any other questions that you might not want the public to know, you can always inbox me. Or you're dancing. Oh. I'm glad you're dancing, Kat. I'm glad you're dancing, okay? You can also inbox me and I'll be able to answer your questions. So I want to thank you guys for joining me live. I am going into a book clarity workshop very shortly hereafter. I have to go and prep for that too. So I want to thank you guys for joining me live, and those are going to catch me on the replay. Please remember, you can still say hi and you can still ask questions inside the comment section, and I'll try to address them as soon as possible. Remember, guys, sharing is caring. So also share this video with someone who you know wants to actually publish their book and they're in the process of writing their content. This is going to really help them with their budget if they really don't have the hundreds of dollars to spend in getting it done, okay? So I want to thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I will connect with you soon.